Good evening, Bodhi teacher.
How are you?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm on the mic. How are you today, Doctor?
I'm all right, thank you.
Oh, so good. Yeah. Good news for us. Yeah, because to have you, to have the lecture of you, we feel very honored. Yeah, we are honored.
Thank you.
Before starting the lecture, I'd like to do the Dharma request. We respectfully request the esteemed Dr. Bodhi, a preacher of the Buddha's teaching, to expound upon the profound and wonderful meanings of the Buddha teachings. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for the wishes. We'll start. Good evening, everybody, and hope you all are well. Okay, I'm going straight to the 10 wholesome actions and the 10 perfections. Now,
Yeah,
I'd
it's
like
better.
to hear your questions, please. Yesterday, you said you are going to bring some question which I like to see what they are.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have not previewed them. Yeah, I have not
Okay, next time you can do that.
go through them. Yeah, completely. Sorry about that. So no more question. Maybe later on. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let us concentrate on these two together.
Okay.
Now, the very first one is dana. Now, in the 10 awesome actions, it says dana. The perfection, it says danang. It is same meaning. Danang and dana. Danang means giving away. You are detaching as much as you can. Danang. Now, what you have to realize here is these are all actions. This can be done through. Now, see, it's what we are leaving away or detaching from is what we contain in our mind. Now, somebody can give his or her house to somebody and say you can have it. But if that person is still thinking about the house that is donated to another person, then his attachment is still there. For instance, if a house is donated to another person and if that donated person is searching for what that person is doing after getting my house for free of charge, then that is not dana. So you are still attached to that. You
So
can,
is it possible to repeat that? Sorry about that because
okay, now see, you can donate your car to somebody free of charge. You can say, okay, I use this car. Now I'm not going to use anymore. So I would like to, donate this to someone, and you pick someone and donate the car.
yeah.
And after that, you should not look at what is going on with that car. That's gone. You should
Oh
just ask
yes.
the person, what are doing with, are you happy, and all these things, are you are not happy or happy? All these questions are you attached to that. If you're asking,
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
yeah, so if you do that, you are still attached to the car. So that is not dana. Dana is completely giving away.
Yes, completely.
Completely. So it's not attached to the mind anymore. So you are completely free from that. You are completely free from that. So you have to, if you are practicing dana, what you have to realize is, I'm not going to think about it again for any reason. That is dana. What you have to remember is this 10 wholesome actions. The last one is dittiju. What that means? Dittiju. Now we have come across the ditti, sakkaya ditti. Sakkaya ditti, here it says dittiju. Sakkaya ditti is, sakkaya is කාමච්ඡන්ද ව්‍යාපාද තිනමිද්ද උද්ධච්ච කුක්කුච්ච විචිකිච්ඡා. So sakkaya ditti is sakkaya ditti. So ditti is what you see, sakkaya is what you are going to do with that, which tells you in the kamacchanda vyapada tinamidda uddacca kucca tells you what sakkaya is doing, because those are all actions we are doing by seeing through the eyes, nose, ears, the tongue, body, and the brain. So you are seeing through 6 senses, and you are going to act according to the 5 hindrances. Kamacchanda vyapada tinamidda uddacca kucca. So that is a combination of everything together. But here, dittiju. So you are going to make your, once you see these 9 actions above this, dana, sila, bhavana, patidana, pattanumodana, viyyavacca, apachayana, desana, sravana, dittiju. Now you are coming from
Stephen, what's that? Stephen Dittiju.
here. Let us go to that list. It's somewhere along the line. If you go a little bit further down, you can see the list. So dittiju, what you are aiming at. You are starting with dana and you are aiming at dittiju. So you have to figure out what I am aiming at, whether I have achieved that. If I have not achieved dittiju, no point doing dana. So dana is connected to dittiju. Dittiju means when I see anything in this world, I'm not going to attach onto these things for any reason, because I started with dana. So I have given up. If I have given up, whatever I see, dittis, whatever I see from my eyes or nose or, the tongue or whatever the upadana rupa comes into my system, I'm not going to react with them. That is dittiju. Dittiju means my intention is very clear, very straightforward. No more attachment. That's what dittiju means. You got it?
Yeah, totally.
So
Okay.
you have to figure out always when you are looking at sutra, what you have to find out is the topic of the sutra. Maha Satipatthana Sutra, Dhamma Chakka Pavattana Sutra, Sabbasava Sutra, Karaniya
Yeah.
Metta Sutra, and so on. There are so many sutras. So what you
Yeah.
have to look at is the meaning of that sounds. Dhamma Chakka Pavattana Sutra,
Yeah.
Karaniya Metta Sutra, Ratana Sutra, Maha Mangala Sutra. Now you have to figure out what these things mean.
Mangala, what does it mean? Mangala, Maha Mangala Sutra. Mangala.
Have you heard about that?
Mm, Maha, I know. The great.
Mangala is, Maha is always, that's the most valuable.
Yes, most valuable.
Most valuable, unparalleled,
Unparalleled.
Uncomparable Maha. That is
Uncomparable. Yes,
you can
Maha.
compare
Yes,
that.
yes.
Maha Mangal is that is the that is what you can get in your life, the best reward. Mangal is best reward that you can obtain in your life. It's a reward. Maha is the unparalleled reward. There's no any other reward compared to that. Mangal is that. Mangala means is
Totally.
the reward.
Ah, yes. Got it.
Right? You got the reward in your life. The most luckiest person in in our terms, but Buddha doesn't say that the luckiest is the most rewardable position that you get. Highest
Yes.
reward. There's no
Highest,
any
yeah,
other reward
reward.
that can be compared to that.
Yeah. I got the meaning.
I
I
think
can, yeah.
then you have to look at what the content is. When you are reading the sutra, you have to figure out where is Maha, where is Mangala, Maha Mangala. So where is the method? Sutra means the method. Method to
Yes.
obtain anything given by Buddha as sutra, that is the method.
Yes,
Sutra
yes,
is,
yes.
in real term, it is the formula. Sutra is the
Yeah.
formula. So once you
Formula.
get the formula, you can solve the problem. It has got so many meanings, as you can imagine. So everything is a sutra. Sutra is the formula according to our terms, but it's the methodology. It's the method to follow.
Methodology. Yeah. That's my
Methodology.
question. What's the difference between method and methodology?
Method and methodologies, you have to go on with that. Methodologies, you have to follow that. Method is just, you can go for a while and stop. But this is until
Oh,
you achieve what you want, that's the methodology. Until you are
okay.
satisfied, it's a methodology.
Oh, yes. So,
You have to satisfy them
I
with the
know, yeah,
sutra.
I know when we, yeah, achieve, when we, yeah, go to have a degree, master degree or higher degree, we
Yeah.
need to write papers on, yeah, and the second part is methodology. I always confuse about,
Methodology.
yes.
The methodology. Doctrine. Doctrine is another word.
Doctrine.
Doctrine.
Yes, yes.
Doctrine. So it's a doctrine. It's a Buddhism is not a religion. It is a way of life. It tells you how to control your system. It is a methodology to put your system on the right track towards peacefulness or the calmness. So it's a methodology. It's not
Yeah.
a, it's not a, it's not a full of beliefs. It is something to do and understand and get the results then and there. So if you start, you know, detaching things from your system, you can get the results. You can feel by yourself what is going in your system, physically and emotionally or mentally. You can feel that what a relief you get. So you can admire that relief. You can respect that relief. You can say to yourself, you can ask questions from yourself. How about this? How about that? How you are feeling about it? That you can question from yourself to get the answers because you are following what the Buddha said.
Yes.
But different people have difficulties in uh, detaching things. Now, see, for example, the mother has got children. So, to detach from children is not an easy thing. The Buddha, when Prince Siddhartha got the son, Rahula, the Prince Rahul,
Rahula. Lohalo.
when
Yeah.
Buddha said, when he went out, he said, I have got a, very strong bind or bounded situation. I was bound to that,
Yeah,
Rahul.
bound.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm stuck to that. So Buddha said that it's the hardest thing to get, you know, detached from the children. Buddha explained that because
Exactly.
the children's, the attachment goes to, Buddha said the attachment uh, goes to the flesh, the blood, and the bone marrows, to the extreme, that's going into the system to the extreme. So it get, too much attached. It's very hard to break it.
Yes.
So in one sutra, Buddha said, there's another thing I want to tell you. There's a sutra called, uh, when you are, I can't remember exactly what the sutra is, but I can remember what it tells. So it says, when you are preaching, as a preacher,
Mm.
about Buddha said, if you are preaching the Buddha's teachings, Buddha said, in that discussion, if you don't bring the five aggregates or the elements of a thought, that sutra is lacking. That is what I have taught. It's lacking in what I have taught. Buddha said specifically in that sutra. So wherever somebody is talking about Buddha's teaching, that person has to mention along the line somewhere the five elements of a thought. That is so important. Buddha
Uh,
insisted.
so could you repeat that? I just get the keywords, but
Yeah, when
I'm
you are,
not
let's say you are
following.
going to give a speech on Buddha's teachings, somewhere along the line, at least for a few minutes, you have to talk about the five elements of a thought.
Yeah.
That is Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana. Those
Yes.
five elements must be mentioned somewhere in your speech, always. If you are going to
Yes. Yes.
if you are going to give a speech every day, you have to mention that. Buddha said, Buddha insisted, strongly insisted, you must do that. Otherwise, the learner, it's not a complete discussion. That's what Buddha said.
Yes.
So it's Buddha's, advice I'm talking about. All right. So look at these 10 things. So you start with dana. You are looking for dittiju. That is why you are looking for dittiju, because you are going to train yourself to put the life on the right track. You're going to put the life on the right track.
Yes.
So Dittiju is that. So if you look at the 10 wholesome actions, you are trying to put the system on the right track. That is a training to put the system on the right track. If you look at the perfections, that is also starting with dana. Now see, I'm analyzing these two to a greater depth. Otherwise, it's then only you can remember these things.
Okay.
That is how I remember, because I just won't by heart these things. If I by heart these things, if I forget, I can't go back. You don't forget if you analyze what next, what next, what next. Now, if you look at the perfections, it's starting with the same dana.
Yes. Yes.
But what is the last one? Is upekha. Upekha means
Upeka.
Upekha means impartiality, equanimity. So you are
Compassionate
following,
equanimity. Ah,
you are doing that with a great effort to achieve that, with a great intention, with a great determination. Perfections are, you are practicing the perfection with great intention and determination.
yeah.
Whereas you are training by yourself to put the system on the right track by practicing the 10 awesome actions. So there's a difference between that and this. That is much deeper. You are going, this one is the actions, 10 wholesome actions. You are training yourself. Now see, that one has got the upekka last. Upekka is the last. So you're going with dana, you're going up to entirely, make the system impartial in many ways. Almost
Yeah.
all, in all matters, you're going to be impartial or practice impartiality towards everything in this world, which is a big, big task, as you can imagine.
Yes, interesting. And so today I do some parts of the peer review and I just compare these two 10 wholesome deeds and 10 wholesome actions with 10 perfections and found different, so different terms.
Yeah, you have
So
to,
at this stage.
yeah. So you have to analyze in that manner. So if you look at something, you should not accept straight away. You have to look at what the Buddha has said. Am I going to achieve that? Can I achieve that? What's the method to be followed? So, dana, when you are detaching, what you are doing is you are going to help your six senses to calm down, six
Yes,
senses to have some sort of, relief,
believe, yeah.
some sort of interval, to
Interval.
rest,
Interval.
interval to rest. So six
Yeah,
senses
rest,
are
rest.
resting now. You're not, disturbing the six senses. Whenever you disturb the six senses, here comes the sorrow.
Yes.
Sorrow comes in. So dana, sila, both
Seal.
situation it says dana, sila. Then other one says danang silancha. Same meaning, same sounds. So perfection says danang silancha. The 10 wholesome action says dana sila. Now the third one says bhavana. In the actions, perfections it says nekam. So you are
Yes.
strongly doing that, no karma. So you are training
In
yourself.
karma, no
Yeah,
karma.
no karma, no nekam. So that means
Okay.
no karma, nekam.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So nekam,
Yeah.
your intention is to not to get attached to karma anymore in that one. Then
Okay.
only, now see the if you look at the dana sila bhavana, you are still attached to these things to a certain extent because you say to yourself, I like to follow this. So that is bit of karma, liking. Dana sila bhavana in your 10, not like the strong attachment. These are slight attachments are still there. But in the perfections, your intention is to get rid of karma completely. That's why Buddha said, dalang silancha nekkhamma. So your system work in a little bit differently compared to when you are uh, when you get trained to develop the 10 wholesome actions. Pattidana in the other one, 10 wholesome actions. It says Pattidana. Bhavana is you are training yourself. You like to train yourself Dana Sila, I would like to do it, over and over again. Bhavana, then Patti Dana. It becomes your policy, your will is that.
So you just explain the terms in within 10 wholesome actions, right?
Yeah, wholesome actions, Patti
Sorry, I
Dana.
get lost.
Yeah, sorry. I'll go with the first wholesome actions, then come to the other one. Otherwise, you
Okay. You
might
you
get
just
confused.
comparing
Yeah, it's
comparing
not
these
yet
two.
comparing yet, but later we can compare. So,
Okay.
Dana Sila Bhavana. So, first one is Dana Sila is your. Now, see, it's not if you sit somewhere and if you start meditation and you say to yourself, may all beings be happy, and if you go on thinking that, it is good action, but it doesn't allow you to detach. Whether you are, if even it's a good thought, because Buddha said all thoughts are not good. Very hard to explain. So then one might ask, you're not allowing me to, bless the animals and other people. No, it's all right. But if you are looking for you to make your system much better than that, you can't have attachment in any way. Whether it's positive or negative attachments, Buddha never, you know, endorse. Buddha never endorse good or bad attachments are all bad attachments. That is what Buddha.
Yes. Attachment is attachment.
Yeah, attachment is
Whatever.
attachment. Yeah, whether
Yeah.
it's good or
Whatever
bad.
good or bad.
Yeah, that's what it says. So we are very, very careful when you're explaining these things. Some people get sometimes, discouraged, I would say.
Yeah.
So dana sila bhavana, when you are detaching from things, your system get relaxed, relieved, relaxed and relieved, and you feel free from everything. So if you feel like practicing that, so bhavana is the third one. You feel like practicing over and over again. Then you stick to that particular practice. So no attachment towards the feelings that you get there. So you get feelings, but you are going to detach from the good feelings that you get. Otherwise, you can't go up to the dittiju. So you are going to the dittiju. When you go to the dittiju, there is only one particular intention. What is that?
One particular intention.
One,
Yes.
one particular intention is there. Vittiju is, I'm not going to get attached to anything in the world to bring happiness as I
Mm.
did in the past. So that's what you're going to get trained. So to get that training, then what you have to do is patti dana. Patti dana means the happiness you get through this dana sila bhavana, you're going to detach from that as well. So detachment, runs throughout this process. So your detachment is still there. I'm not going to attach. I'm not going to attach. That's what the system says. Then pattanumodana. So I'm going to stick to this policy. Pattanumodana. So I'm going to detach, then my system get, relief from everything. I practice that, then I get a good feeling. I'm going to get rid of that also. I'm going to detach from that, and that is my policy. To do that, Veya Vacha, the next one is Veya Vacha. To do that, I have to admire the impartiality. So it's Veyyavacha means impartiality. So that means I'm not going to go towards karma for any reason. So I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to try it, whether my system accepts this. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So apachayana.
Yeah.
The next one is apachayana. Apachayana means I had to respect and admire what I have gone up to at this point. So dana, sila, bhavana, pattidana, pattanumodana, veyyavacha. So there are 6 things that I have practiced. I'm going to accept, admire, and respect them. I'm going to admire, respect these 6 practices or actions that I have promoted or I have carried out in my system. Where am I going to? Dittiju. I'm going to get rid of all the attachments and I'm going to practice so that at any time, any moment, I'm not going to get attached to the worldly things for any reason. I'm not going to attach to the worldly sources for happiness. So that is what I'm aiming for. Then apachayana, respect. Then what happens is your system itself talks to you. That is deshana. So the system through inside, you can hear from every part of your system. Go for that. That is good. Go for that. That is called deshana. So that means there is a discourse going on inside the system. There is a
So what's the
discussion.
term of it? What's the term of just yeah, your system
Turns. Deshana. Deshana means the next one.
Deshana.
If you go to the list again about this, if you go to the list, you will see that. Deshana. Deshana
Which one?
should be along the line somewhere. Yeah. Little bit down. Yeah, somewhere. Deshana. No, not that. This is Dana, Sila, Bhavana, Patdana, Pattanumodana.
Yeah, within the wholesome actions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Under that. Yeah. So you go slowly, you can find all 10 together.
Okay, no worries. And what the Deshana?
Yeah. Deshana. Deshana is your system is talking to you. The system is telling, yes, you're on the right track. Deshana. Then
Yeah.
Sravana. The next one is Sravana. Then you listen to that very carefully. Yes. Yeah, it's because your system is telling you, not somebody else. If somebody else is talking to you, you might not listen. But when your system is talking to you, there is no any other. That's the line. Yeah, that's the point. You got the list there. No, further down.
Yeah, Deshana, right? Here it
Deshana, yeah,
is.
that's the one. Deshana. Sravana. Sravana is listening. So you go from, now see, that's the list. Dana, Sila, Bhavana, Pattidana, Pattanumodana, Veyyavacha, Apachayana. So what it says is, you detach your Sila is your, if I go back to this again, Sila is your 6 senses are controlled, very, very controlled. They are happy. They have no more work as they did in the past to bring, all these unhappy things into the system. No more unhappy things now. So you are calm, your system is calm, your 6 senses are calm. So bhavana, you feel like practicing that over and over again. Then you feel better. Don't attach to that. That is pattudana. Don't attach to that. Pattidana. Then you can go forward. Pattanumodana. So it's Pattanumodana is a policy that I'm stick to.
Oh,
Apachayana.
stick to.
Yeah. I'm apachayana. That means I'm respecting, I'm admiring these 6 actions that I have practiced so far. Then apachayana, then my system start to talk to me.
Mm.
Starting to
So
talk to me.
great. System, yeah, start to talk to ourselves.
Yeah. So it tells you, yes, you're on the right
Wow,
track. Your system is
amazing.
fairly, fairly, now it's fairly uh, happy or not happy. It's the term is, it's relief. And from the attachments, now I can see the difference between when I attach to something and detach to something. I can see the difference
Yeah.
very clearly. What I'm going to get, the results are there. So it's talking to me by the system. You're on the right track. You are on a better footing now than what you were earlier. Then it talks, you listen, because you are desperately want to listen to that, because it's what the system is experiencing now. It's not somebody else. It is yourself is experience, and yourself is talking to you in many ways, through all 6 senses. It's talking to us through all 6 senses. They are relieved. No more what you call stressors. No more stressors. No agitations. No more sankara. No more vijnana. Then your system is going to get dittiju. So you know, whatever I see, I should not get attached to. So that's the message given by these things. Finally, the 10 defilements.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, and it's a matter of starting to practice this dana sila bhavana. So it's not that easy, detachment, because our system is attaching all the time. So Buddha
Yeah.
said, Kama Chanda. If you look at the Kama Chanda, that's what Buddha said. All these things happen by Kama Chanda. Why we have to
Mm.
study all these things? Because we are attaching to things. The Buddha has to say all these things. Why? Because we are attached to things and suffer. So because of that, Buddha said, if you want to get rid of that suffering, start dana. So that means detachment. Practice detachment. Then
Dana.
yeah, dana is detachment. So practice.
Detachment, yeah, Dana. Just my question is, Dana. Not only just donate, just give out your material items, but also the attachment, right? Give out your
Oh,
attachment.
all attachments.
Ah,
That means whatever you can attach to something which is not. Uh, Say if I got attached to my mother who
mm,
died 2008.
mm,
2008,
yeah,
if I attach to that,
2008.
to my
Okay.
mother still, so then I'm in trouble, because I had to detach from my that thought with my mother or father or whoever passed away. So these are all going through my mind. So that is not
Yeah.
good. So it's not
So in that
only,
way,
yeah, whether it's existing or not existing things,
oh.
everything.
So in that way, you need to detach from that kind of thought, such as memory and also missing.
Okay, this is
Uh,
what detachment means. Okay, I'll explain that. Now, see, say
yeah.
that particular thought comes into my mind. All of a sudden, I remember my mother, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if I start crying or thinking too much, attaching too much, then that's not done. If I remember, if that thought comes to me, or that, it's not a thought, it's some sort of a, idea. It's not that strong as a thought, it's all right. But if you don't, if you don't attach to that and produce a action with that, then the trouble,
Yeah.
comes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that means
Body.
you can remember, but you should not go beyond that.
Yes. Otherwise, yes, such as
Because the thing is, if you are hurting yourself or others by doing action, then is a problem. As
yes.
long as you remember without producing action which hurts you or somebody else, no problem.
Yes, exactly. I got it. Thank you so much. So Dana, yeah, in a profound way, I can understand it. Thank you.
So because otherwise, if I say you can't remember things, stop remembering, you can't do that. It's
Yeah.
it's, it's, it's not something that you can practice. So no, you can remember, but don't attach and react with it. Don't bring the upadana roop and react with,
Yes.
I had a good
Sankara
time when I
and
was small. My mother did this. Now I haven't got that. I'm trying, all those things. Then you are creating all sort of problems to be unhappy. So you have to say to yourself, it was there, it's gone. So I'm going to be neutral now. So you have to look after yourself, Buddha says, in many, many situations. All right, so it's you're going from Dana to Dittiju in that one along that path.
DTU. Yeah.
Dittiju means no attachment to get the happiness from the outside world. I'm practicing that to eradicate. That's the term. Eradicate.
Eradicate. Yeah.
Eradicate that particular practice that I was practicing throughout my life completely. That's the intention at the end. How far I'm going to go, I don't know. I might fail. Yeah, that's eradicate. I might fail completely, then I start again. Dana Sila Bhavana. I fail that, I'll start again. So I will get 1%. 99% I'm failing, 1% I'm succeeding. So keep on doing that little by little until you get 100%. That's what Buddha said.
So what's that kind of practice you mentioned? Yeah, the D
Dittiju. Dittiju
uh
means no.
DTU.
Dittiju means hereafter no more attachments towards the outside world for happiness.
Yeah, the very clear. Yeah, very sure.
Yeah, determination to the extreme. Strong
Determination to the
determination.
extreme.
I'm going to do that by myself no matter what.
Yes.
So it's a very commitment, it's a strong commitment, determination to get there.
Yeah.
So that is that. So if you come to the next one, Danang Silancha Nekkamang, the next one is perfections. So,
Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the 10 perfections.
is it too much to go through that, or you want me to stick to this again? I
I'm
don't
clear
want to.
now. I know the difference. Yeah, I would like to listen to you and to go further.
For the next one. Okay.
Okay.
Danang Silancha Nekkamang. Next one says Danang Silancha Nekkamang. Same dana, but very, very strongly. Silancha. I'm going to, Sila. Nekkamma, no kamma. I'm not going to look at the karma anymore. Then my intellectuality or intelligence increases. Panya. Panya means my system says you're on the right track, your decision is right. So that is panya. So I have
What's about
developed,
ni karma? Ni karma is no karma, right?
if there is no karma, If there is no karma, what happens to you? Your abilities increases, your willpower increases, your knowledge increases. So you're at the panya. Panya is your knowledge along these lines, not about the subject knowledge, about how your system works. That knowledge enhances. So therefore you say to yourself, I took the right decision, I'm on the right track. So that knowledge increases. That is panya.
Okay.
That's called panya. Then virya. Virya means, so you practice those dana, sila, nekkhamma, and panya. While you are working on those things, you know give a lot of effort to do that. Virya means your effort. So it's some sort of an effort to get the things that you can. Then
Oh,
impossible part will gradually increases to get the impossible part will be clear out little by little. So impossible part is there. Say you do dana, sila, nekkam, panya for about 10% you have got, you have 90% you are lacking. So the lacking part has to be eradicated or overcome. So to overcome that, you strive little by little. That striving method or striving part is called virya. So you're striving hard. So if you strive hard to get what is impossible, then that is called virya.
called what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Virya or virya. In some papers say virya, some say virya.
Viria?
Virya.
Viria.
Virya.
Viria.
Virya. So
Okay.
virya or virya, both are correct.
Okay.
Then kanti. Next one is kanti.
Kanti.
Kanti means shanti. There's another term, shanti, kanti. That means your entire system is now calm, fully calm, totally calm. Now see the same sound, calm, kanti. You can remember, calm is kanti. Totally calm.
Yeah.
Then once you come to this particular point, you say to yourself, again your system is talking to you and say, Satya, this is truth, the only truth that I have seen. I endorse that truth. That is Satya. 100% correct. What my selection is 100% correct because
Yes.
I obtained what I was looking for.
Yes.
That is Satya. So there is no any other truth other than this. It's a truthful process, truthful path. It's an admirable path, trustworthy. That's another one, trustworthy path.
Trustworthy part.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is Satya. 100%, it's no ambiguities, no difficulties to get into the calmness. So I'm on the right path. There are no any other paths. Trustworthy.
Path, right?
Not
Path.
part.
Path.
P-A-T-H.
T-H. Yeah,
Path.
path. It means way, right?
Way, yeah. Path. That's right.
Oh, sorry about that.
P-H, yeah,
Okay,
path.
once again.
Yeah. So that's Kanti. Kanti is, this is the one, truthful path. There is no any other path other than this. I'm 100% sure. This is the one and only path. For what? To develop equanimity, impartiality.
Uh, uh,
That is Satya.
Upaka.
Okay, that's Satya.
Pacha.
Then Satya is, that is the only path. That's the Satya, not Kanti. Kanti is your system is calm now. Satya means you admire, Endorse this particular path. This is the truthful path. There is no any other path. That's what Satya means. Next one, Satya. Yeah, that's Satya.
It's really hard for me to understand it. Could you repeat that? Such a.
Satya is, when you are going along this path to say, if you are going on the right road to the destination, you say to yourself, yes, this is the right path.
Ah.
There's no any other path, This is the shortest path to the destination. So if you realize that, that is called the truthful path, only path, shortest path to go there. So you admire that, you endorse that. Admire, accept, and endorse. Satya. Okay?
Admire, accept, and what?
Okay, we go.
Admire,
Okay,
accept,
we go
and.
back to the first. Dana, Sila, Nekkamma. You can understand that. You got the strength, you got the knowledge, you got the intellectuality, Virya, you try your best according to your ability. That is Virya. When you use your ability, the rest will follow. The amount that you can't achieve will follow little by little. So you achieve that little by little. Kanti, then once you get that thing, you feel better, you feel calm. Kantis, you are totally becoming calm now. No one can change that. Your entire, because as we said, Sila is there, your six senses are controlled already. Sila.
Oh.
So you have achieved so many things, before this. When you come to this stage, how many things you have achieved? You have achieved Dana, you have achieved Sila, you have achieved Nekkama, no Kama. So the system is, more or less getting better and better, eliminating all the impurities. Then Panya, Virya, Kanti, Satya. So you say to yourself, this is the right path. Because what I have experienced so far is helping me to calm down. Got it?
Exactly. Yeah. Got it.
Then Adittana, the next one. So your determination is there, no change in your determination. I'm going along this path. I have confirmed, I have endorsed this path, therefore I am going along that path no matter what. Adittana, for determination. Strong determination. Then I'm not going to, next one is very easy. I'm not metta, I'm not going to produce thoughts. Metta is that.
Okay, good. Producers, yes, you use it so interesting. Yeah, the word.
Metta is no more. Metta bhikkave cheto vimukti. That's the Buddha's teaching. Cheto vimukti means no intentions anymore in my life. I'm doing what I have to do. I'm detaching from things. I detach the world, and I detach. I detach the world, and also the world will detach me. Vice versa. It's happening. So world,
Detect me. Okay.
I'm not going behind the worldly things. So the
Um.
worldly things are not coming behind me as well, because they can't come.
Um.
Vice versa. It's working up, forward, and backwards, both ways.
Yes. So.
So if you don't attach, they can attach to you.
They can attach to you. Yes,
So
actually,
control.
just because the attachment, just because of ourselves, not the items themselves.
Here, Buddha says, there's a point here. Buddha says, Kama Chanda is not something, built into our system. When we were born to this world, Kama Chanda is not, uh, built onto this system, to practice.
No.
It is not built onto this system, but what we do is we are building that by ourselves, trying.
Yes, yes.
But when we
Yeah.
try that, we get all sort of, sankara. Sankara, you can't control, you can't resist. So
Yes.
that's why people, do mad things when the sankara increases, because it's you can't, resist that by this system.
Resist. Yes, yes.
Our system is not made to resist sankara. That's what Buddha said. We are trying to overload with sankara to the system and ask the system to resist. So system fails and do all sort of bad things. That is tinamidda that we learn. I can't resist. I'm not getting what I'm looking for.
So terrible. Yes.
So that
Mm.
is what metta means. No more thoughts to bring happiness. Then upekha, I am impartial. I am 100% impartial because no more thoughts.
Yeah, impartial. So may how to pronounce this?
Metta.
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 Metta is not compassion.
That is what people say. Metta is no attachment. Because
Oh,
you
metta is
can be
no attachment.
if you want to be compassionate, you can't have any attachment. You can't say I like that, I like this. That is not metta.
Uh,
Then you are going to karma.
um, so
Compassion is, now see, compassionate is not metta.
uh, so
But
what's the
but
difference between them?
yeah, compassionate is you are trying to help others.
Yeah.
But if there is no attachment in that action, then the metta comes. But normally, compassionate is, if you are compassionate, you are going to help somebody by, uh, looking at some sort of a return from that person. That is not good. If you are
Mm,
compassionate to somebody, and
yeah.
if you
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
yeah.
say
Something written.
if you say to that person, I was compassionate to you, but you didn't do what I asked you to do, then you are
Mm.
attached again. Now see,
Oh,
you can't give money for some person and say you do this, you build your house or whatever. If he uses that money for something else, you have to keep silent, because if you go and asking, where is the house? You didn't build the house. I gave the money compassionately. So you are not build the house. Then you are making your system, worse, because you are,
yes.
you are getting anger every time when you see that that's not happening.
Yeah. Yeah, because
That's
there is something unexpected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to give up. So give up means, no more thoughts, no more
Number
sankara.
12.
When I say metta, no more thoughts. Rupa,
Okay.
Vedana, Sanya is there, but no Sankara and Vinyan. No Sankara Vinyan. I would say Metta is no Sankara Vinyan.
Mm. Metta is no Sangaya Vinya. Okay.
Sankara and Vinyan, that's 6 elements
Six,
of the thought.
five,
Yeah, you are
five.
eliminating the last two of the thought.
Yeah, last two. Yes, yes. Thoughts.
Now see,
No producer of thoughts.
Now see, when I talk about this again, the 5 elements are coming to the picture. As Buddha said, no matter where you talk, my 5 senses, my 5 elements coming somewhere. That's why
Mm.
Buddha said, no matter where you talk about my teachings, that is there, you highlight that. So this is the point where you highlight the 6 elements of a thought.
6 elements of thought.
Yeah. Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana. We discussed that for a longer period, isn't it?
5, right? 5 elements of thought.
The 5 elements of a thought.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't forget that. It is Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana, Upadana Rupa, then Vedana,
No,
Sanya, then you
no.
identify, then you change your system, body, changing, then lot of feelings.
Yes.
coming to the picture.
Yeah, and this is the most important part, and I remember it, yeah, deeply, the most deeply.
Yeah, okay. Now, this may be too much because we did two things together. So it's better to relax a bit, and we'll come tomorrow and go through that again and again to consolidate these two. Okay? I don't want
Yeah.
to stress you too much. Just think about it. Right?
No. It's okay for me because I didn't finish reading through all the terms. So, but now I can listen to you and I can comprehend it. Generally, I can. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. So we'll stop there because I feel a little bit tired. I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, yes. Take good care of yourself, and
Yeah.
time is almost up. And before ending that, I'd like to do a prayer. Yes, thank you again.
Mhm.
Blessed by the Buddhist wonderful teachings, unparalleled teachings, and also, yeah, unsurpassed teachings, and also blessed by the Continental Benny's instructions, and blessed by two doctors, leading, compassion, leading, and inspiring. May all beings have the intention to achieve the unparalleled Bodhi and quickly realize the unsurpassed enlightenment as Buddha. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the wishes. I hope you have understood at least to a certain extent. So we can
Yeah,
do the
yeah,
rest tomorrow.
yeah.
We'll go through that very carefully again. And, we hope we can do a better job.
You did.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much,
Okay, all the
Dr.
best.
Yeah.
Okay.
I become clear and clear. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we will make it clearer and clearer as we go along. So you get used to that. You get familiar with these terms, as you go further and further. So don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry. You get there. You remember. You remember the actions. What you have to do.
Yeah.
That's good. All the best. Take care. Okay.
Yeah, okay, take care. Have a good rest.
Yes,
Yeah, good
thank you.
night.
Good night to you. All the best.